doing?
No joke.
With all the serious practicing, I guess, done now, and just the spring game left, how do you feel like your position stacked up this spring?
It's been a good spring. I think we've made some strides. I think we've gotten better. Starting with Aries Williams, I thought he improved a lot. I thought his leadership has shown up. He's doing a great job of being a leader, not only on the field but off the field in the meeting room. I think he's had a really good spring. I think Dontavian has finally been healthy. This spring, and I thought he's had a really good spring, and I think Nick Gibson just continues to get better each and every day.
Is it a different feel in the meeting room without the seniors?
It's different. Whenever you lose two guys like that with that much experience, it changes a little bit. But again, it's just, I think Aries, he's stepped up a little bit, and it's a change because of the different personalities, in that meeting room. So yeah, it's a little bit different than it was in the past.
In what ways has Aries stepped up?
It's just the different personalities where, Shepard and Holloway was kind of a little more laid back, a more quiet, more reserved. Now Aries and Dontavian are kind of the seniors of the room, a little bit more reach out, a little bit more outgoing, in that way. So that has changed.
Yeah.
Was there a moment last year where you felt like things just sort of clicked for Aries?
It was. I can't remember what game it was, but I remember asking him, what was the difference, and he basically, I started putting in more time, I started studying, and I started getting better. When I started learning what was going on, things started to click easier for him, and it made him a better player.
What are you hoping to see from that group on Saturday in the spring game?
Just what I hope to see is the things we've been working on every day in practice. Just using your technique, your fundamentals, playing with great eyes. All right, and if you do that, you have a great chance for success.
Does Aries have what it takes to be a workhorse kind of guy?
He's a workhorse. That he is. He comes to work every day. I don't ever have to worry about him being prepared, being ready to go. Coming to work once he gets on the field. He is a hard hat guy. He's gonna come to work every day. He's gonna bring his lunch, and he's gonna give you everything he's got. I can count on that.
You say Dontavian's healthy now. What's he able to do now that he hasn't been before?
A lot healthier because, again, that ankle injury held him back as far as making sharp cuts and everything. So I think now that he's healthy, he's dropped a couple of pounds. I like to get about 5 more off him, but he's dropped a couple of pounds. So he's making sharper cuts, and then mentally, he's making better decisions. And that helps you in making sharper cuts when you make smart decisions.
What do you think his role could be come the fall?
Got a chance to be a starter, as long as he continues to develop and increase and improve every day. Again, I think we got 3 guys right now that can go on the field and carry the load. With Aries, Dontavian Lee, and Nick Gibson. I think we got 3 backs that are capable of being really, really good SEC backs.
And I want you guys to always perform at a high level, and they're always going to feel pressure. But looking ahead to the season with I guess a decent amount of inexperienced receivers trying to find their way, how much more do you think the running backs put on themselves that, hey, we gotta lead this offense early on till those guys catch up?
Well, I don't want them to put much on themselves. As coaches, we'll kind of dictate how it goes. Dan does a great job calling the game, so we'll look at what we got, what weapons we got, and we'll try to put them in position where they can be successful. And I think there'll be times when, the running backs will be in that position where we'll put the ball in their hands and allow them to be creators for us and make big plays.
You're going spring, and then Sumner and Bowl Camp, you showed some 2-back sets there. With the numbers you had this year, were you able to do that?
Not this spring. We stayed away from that because of our low numbers. Hopefully, again, getting Alec Murphy back, and then come the fall, we get Kylan in here. Things will be looking up. Then we can do some 2-back stuff.
With Kylan, you kind of mentioned the numbers, but just physically, are you guys expecting him to come in and make a difference?
I am. We'll get him here, give him every opportunity, and see how he does. And we'll just go from there with it. But he's going to get every shot, to show us how good he is, how quickly he picks up the offense, and how well he can produce.
Is there a desire or a plan to take some carries away from Nick this year to get more into the back's hands, or are there any
No,
discussions
that's Nick, his carries come off of reads.
Yeah.
So his read could be allow him to throw the ball. All right, his read could tell him to run it. His read could tell him to hand it off to the running back. So those are he runs a lot of read plays. So you never know, where that ball is going. Defense dictates that. So a lot of times you may see him throw the ball, and then that may be actually a run play that we called a run play, and he may actually throw it because that's what the defense told him to do. So it's not like we don't have a lot of plays where we just call it specifically where the quarterback is running the ball. Maybe one, where it is a design run for the quarterback, and that's quarterback sneak. So otherwise, it is a read, and the defense dictates what he does.